Let's talk about footwork. Footwork is way more important. Check this lefty step. Footwork is way more important for getting past defenders than what you're doing with the ball in your hand. You could have the nicest handles in the world, but it's still on your feet to get by your defender. You don't just want to be the guy who dribbles like crazy in place and then throws up a contested three. You want to have very clean footwork and just go by your man. That's basically what it's all about. The actual handle itself is really just to protect the ball and to move it, not to fake the defender. Good defenders are not going to be reaching for the most part anyways, so you're not going to be faking them with the handle. Let's talk about something that I call consecutive step footwork. The idea behind it is if your footwork is like left, right, left, right, left, that's predictable and easy to defend. If your footwork is left, right, left, right, left, it's a little harder because your timing isn't as predictable, but they still know left is coming after right. But if your footwork is left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, see what I'm saying? If you take consecutive steps, it's really hard to defend because you don't know what foot is coming, when it's coming, etc. So that's a lot of the reason for doing it. Let's talk about the physics aspect a little bit. In order to create force in one direction, you must first create force in the other direction, right? If a ball is going to bounce off of a wall, it's bouncing off of the opposite direction it's bouncing. If you're going to throw a baseball, you're going to yank your arm back in the opposite direction first, right? So if you want to go to the right, you must push hard back into the left. If you want to go to the left, you must push hard back into the right. Does that make sense? That's basically the physics behind it. So if I'm going to the right, my left foot is going to go out way behind me back into the left to push me way ahead forward and to the right. If I'm going to go forward and to the left, my right foot is going to drop way behind me back into the right to power me forward, far forward to the left. Does that all make sense? It seems pretty logical once you understand it, right? Now let's talk about some of the basic footworks. We're going to be mixing up all three here, basically. There's the pull-up right here. There's the Allen Iverson cross, and there's the just attack, right? And then there's the pull-up again, and there's the Iverson cross, and there's the attack, and there's the pull-up, and there's the Iverson cross. And do you see how all these three moves, it could be a shot, it could be an attack to the right, it could be an attack to the left. They all look exactly the same to the defender. So the defender really, has to guess in a lot of ways. They have a 1/3 chance, like when they see you go up on your foot or whatever, even if they know that you're going to make a consecutive step move, they don't know whether it's going to be a shot right or left, so they almost have to guess. Right? So that's something that I think is worth practicing barefoot on a soccer field, whatever, just so you get the footwork down, so that you can take it into a game and just throw these and go right by the guy. So like, for example, me here, consecutive step left to go to the right. It's not even a hard cut as my left ankle is the weakest of my two ankles. Your consecutive left, left again, right, and just go straight by. Really clogged lane, but still not the hardest shot. So that's really the idea behind it. It just, you don't need good handles. You can just go straight by. And that's the idea. Now I'm holding a 30-pound weight. This forces me to have better balance while doing it and better strength, as I need to be very careful, right? And it's going to make me way faster in games. And you see me doing attack, Iverson cross, pull up, and just cycle between these three moves. And these are just the basic perimeter footwork. There's not really anything more to it at any level. This is what NBA players are doing. The good ones, not all of them are even, for the most part, if they're making it to the NBA, any elite guard has this kind of footwork, these three moves or whatever. I'll talk about my methodology a little. You see me cycling between the 3 and alternating steps. Start off doing left going to the right, and then start off doing right going to the left, etc., so that I can cycle through. I do everything equally, so I can be a balanced player both muscularly and mentally. So one more time. Let's see this consecutive step move. Easy, just blow by, right? The timing's just not what you expect as a defender. You see the left foot go down, you're thinking I'm going to take a right step. Nope, left step, exploding, pushing hard back into the left, going forward into the right, and getting entirely past the defender for a shot. Now we're going to talk about another really fun consecutive step move, which is this pull back and step through. First of all, you're going to see consecutive step to the right here. Bam. Got past my guy, but he keeps up with me. Great defender. Consecutive step right to the left here. Completely by him again. Wide open teammate. Hit him for the jumper. So this is going backwards. A lot of the time you want to take a step back in order to create space. It forces a closeout from the defender, and if you have a closeout from the defender, you can just go by them with a consecutive step, if that makes sense. You don't pick up your dribble when you're going back. You just force them to close out on you, which makes it really hard for them to move laterally, and if they don't expect it, you throw a consecutive step going back. Now this is a lot harder as you need to change your momentum 100%. It's a lot harder to defend too, so those are the pros and cons of that, but extremely useful move, just basic footwork. So one more time, consecutive step to the right, step back, consecutive step to the left, bam, wide open teammate. One last time. Really simple, take this into a game, go out and dominate. You don't need fancy handles, just all footwork and blow by everyone.